The holidays are here, and this is one of the toughest times of the year for people who are watching their carbs, for people who are diabetic, and for people who are keto that don't want to do a lot of cheating on their keto. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about hot cocoa, because hot cocoa is one of those things that people love to enjoy around the holidays, and that's one of the things that I really love, and I kind of missed out on it last year, but there are a few things that made it a little bit more possible this year to have hot cocoa that tastes just like hot cocoa that everyone else is having. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to Let's Go Low Carb. My name's Joe, and thank you for spending your time with me. I really wanted to share this with everyone right before we get into all of the holidays, because I really love hot cocoa. It's one of the things that I miss a lot. About a year ago, I was diagnosed as diabetic. I was watching, and I still am watching, everything I eat, keeping it very low carb, trying to cut out all the unnecessary carbs that I don't need, and I've been able to keep my sugar level where it needs to be. My most recent test was 5.4 on my A1C with a resting glucose level of 90. So whatever I'm doing is working. So I like to share some of these things with people who want to watch my channel and subscribe to my channel. So if you want to learn some of those things, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, the notification icon, so you'll be tuned in for some of these. But today, let's talk about hot chocolate, okay? Hot chocolate is one of the things that I love around the holidays. I missed out on it last year because of the whole, what milk do I use? I'm not a big fan of almond milk, and then that gives it a more almond flavor. I'm just a milk guy. I like milk. And recently, Rebel Creamery came out with some milk options. They have a nice, good chocolate milk, which I did a review on. I'm going to leave that down below in the description for you so that you can click on that and check it out. But that's a great chocolate milk option. But when you want hot cocoa, what do? Well, they have just a regular milk option. So what they've done is they've taken the sugar out of it, and they've replaced it with allulose and monk fruit, and it's really good. You can barely tell the difference between that and regular milk, and I love it a lot. I eat it with my Magic Spoon cereal and anything else that I want milk in. If you don't like dairy, you can substitute milk with whatever milk you want to use, whether it's almond milk or cashew milk or whatever it is. But let me tell you how I made it, okay? Because there are instructions out there online, but it's pretty simple. So I'm just gonna break it down for you. So what I did is I took my favorite sweetener, which is the all-purpose in the raw. So this is the sweetener that I like. I think this tastes the most like sugar. It's this really good blend of allulose, monk fruit, stevia, and erythritol. So it's got all four of those in there, but you don't get any of that aftertaste from any of them. I don't know how they blend it together, but it's really, really good. So this is the one that I use. If you like something else better, then you can use that as your sweetener in the hot cocoa. So what you do is you basically take the Hershey's cocoa. There's no carbs in this. I like dark chocolate, so I chose the dark chocolate, but you can choose the other one if you want to, just the regular cocoa. And so basically you take, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So you take 2 parts of this and 1 part of this, and you mix them together. So what you can do is you can take, a cup of this and a half a cup of this and mix it together. I put it in a container and shake it up really good. This is the container I used. You basically put it in there and shake it up really good. And it comes out looking like this, just like a cocoa mix. So basically that's what you've got. And then what I do is I take the milk, I put it in a cup, and I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. You have to be careful because it might bubble up over the edge, and it leaves a little bit of a mess that you'll have to clean up. So make sure you watch it. Then you take it out of the microwave. You put 2 spoonfuls of the cocoa mix, or more or less to your liking, however you like it. And then you basically mix it up, and it tastes just like hot cocoa that I would get from before. Better than a Swiss Miss even. This tastes more like some of those gourmet hot chocolates for some reason. And what I like to do is I like to take my cup and I put a little bit of this. Now I know you're looking at this going, Joe, that's not keto friendly, that's not sugar free. I know. But But when you look at it, you've got 1 carbohydrate for every 2 tablespoons. I'm okay. Okay? So now I've got my hot cocoa with my whipped cream on the top. I put my spoon in, keep my spoon in there because I like to keep it mixed up. And then you can drink up. Man, that is so good. If you've been missing out on hot cocoa, make some of this at home. It's really easy. Some people that I've seen say they put like a little pinch of salt in there in the mix to give it a little bit of extra flavor to it. Some people put a little bit of cinnamon in there to give it like a different flavor to it, so you get the hot cocoa with just a touch of cinnamon. So I just wanted to share this with you because I think if you missed out on hot cocoa in the past couple years because there's not a pre-made mix, this is a very, very simple way to make it yourself. Just keep it in here, put it in some baggies if you want to take it with you. Just keep in mind, you gotta be careful with the milk that you're using. Like I said, I'm using the Rebel Creamery milk and it's really good. You can find that at Publix anywhere, or you can order directly from their website. I'll leave a link for that below too as well. If you have found any pre-made cocoa mixes that you like, please leave a link down below. I tried one last year and it was absolutely disgusting. So that's why I was happy to be able to make this mix myself. And the one I had last year though, I could say that it might be because I put it in hot water instead of milk because I didn't have this at the time. I don't know if I used hot water or cashew milk, but it just wasn't the same as the Rebel Creamery milk. So now if you're really wanting a hot cocoa that tastes like a hot cocoa, you can now do it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell icon down below so you'll be notified anytime I do more videos to share some low carb ideas with you guys. Thanks again for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you next time with some more Low Carb Lowdown.